The homies did it.
What up, what up? Welcome back, man. It's the MarshawnAndMe podcast. This is episode number 4. First and foremost, we want to shout out sponsor, Digital Labor Studios. We record exclusive podcasts for Digital Labor Studios. But if you want any other work done, you might be an artist, you may be a poet. I don't know. You might do animated cartoons and need some voice work done. Or want to come in and record your voice. Definitely get it done here at Digital Labor Studios. Anything you need is definitely a dope space, good atmosphere, good vibes. Very good. Let's get into it, man. Episode number 4, MarshawnAndMe podcast. I'm sorry. You can follow me. I'm the father at Uknowcell.com on Instagram.
And I'm the son. You can follow me on Instagram at @thekid_Marshawn.
And the number 2. Episode 3, we talked about your day versus my day. We went back in time. Told them about some of the things that I was doing when I was younger. Some of the things.
You, not me.
Well, and for grandma too. You try to act like grandma was old. Try to throw the grandma under the bus. You bold for that. You kept emphasizing 60s a lot.
60s.
Well, anyway, we talked about that. So our episodes kind of like been transitioning and kind of like fitting in one by one with each other as far as the things that we go through, on an everyday basis. And also things that we've just been getting from other people via emails, Instagram, things like that. And I thought this episode, it'd be fitting. We're doing work right now.
Yeah. Yes, we are, technically. Yeah.
We talk about, the relationship and how we balance, or dad balance mostly, because this about the only work you really do outside. You be walking dogs and I too every now and then. How dad mainly balances work and home, and how it affects you. So let's start off with your point of view as far as dad, being in radio since 2010, but I've been working my whole life, or in your whole life. My work kind of affects you at some points, as far as...
It affects me in a good way, though.
Yeah, in a good way, Not
in a bad way.
As far as social media, people kind of know you or feel like they watched you grow up, who might not necessarily even have met you before, or might just see you out in the store or something. So
yeah.
How do you feel dad's work, affects you in a positive way, and if it has affected you in a negative way? Let's talk about that.
Well, it never really affected me in a bad way. It always affected me, and it really didn't even affect me. It just was like, it was cool.
It was cool. You just was a part of it.
Yeah, because people, like, I'd be in Walmart buying some snacks or something, and somebody walk up to me and they'd be like, "Hi, are you Marcel's son, or are you Portia's son?" I'd be like, "Yeah." And then they'd be like, "Oh, wow, tell your dad I said hi. Tell your mom I said hi." I'm like, "Okay." So it was actually kind of cool. It's super fun because they still do it to this day. Mm-hmm. Like I'm in Target or someplace and they just, "Hello, how you doing?"
So how has it been for you? Like, so dad's been doing radio since 2010. So you've been 2. You was 1 going on 2 around, 2 about the age of 2.
Started in June.
Yeah. Well, I started in February of 2010. So
I don't remember until June.
You've been pretty much seen dad's whole career and been a part of it since you've been in a car seat.
Yeah.
So how has that been? Because I know it's times when you just be at the radio station and I might be on air or board hopping or doing whatever, and we playing goldfish or whatever. You know what I mean? So
yeah, or I leave and go to another station.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole bunch of stations under one building. Mm-hmm. So my dad's in what?
At that time, I was probably in KISS, probably in 105.9.
So I would leave to go to Praise, which was is a gospel station, and I would leave because that was my dad's friend. He used to be on Praise radio station, and I go in and I just start talking to him, or I go out into the front and talk to somebody who works. I don't even know what they do. I just, how are you doing? And then I also learned a lot of friends like Billy T, Dior, all the people that I know fun. All the people that I know their kids.
Mm-hmm.
The kids know me. They know me. They might catch me in the store and be like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And I'd be like, "I don't even remember you, but how are you doing?" But it's kind of fun. It's very fun because you just get to leave. Don't have to be there with your dad. You know everybody.
Mm-hmm. I think it's funny now because what Dad was doing and what you were seeing doing is what we doing now. Did you ever think that you would be doing your own podcast?
Nope. I always thought I'd be somewhere getting on somebody's nerves.
I mean, you still be getting on my nerves, but I mean that's all good.
I don't get nervous, but
But so just like growing up and seeing that, and now you doing this, do you feel like it helped you, or is it just like you? I mean, I know you.
It's normal.
You natural, just like you naturally outgoing. Or once you get to know somebody and you warm up, you're naturally outgoing, very talkative. Like I always say, I can't even remember a time where you could not talk or walk. I felt like you always been talking, always been walking.
I've always been talking, but I haven't always been walking.
I mean, I know that, but I'm just saying, it just feel like that though.
Yeah. Because I always have conversations. I've always been the type of person who, if I might not know you, but I become your friend in a second.
Yeah, for sure. You
And
get that from your grandma.
And you. Yeah, because if you meet somebody, you be worried and you be like, "Oh, how are you doing?" You start to get used to.
Yeah, but your grandma real friendly.
She way friendlier than me. Way friendly.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause I still don't. Somebody I know I don't quite rock. I don't really.
So you might just not rock with them.
Yeah, I
Yeah, you definitely you a true Gemini. For sure. They say Geminis is like two-faced or got two sides. You definitely hot and cold.
I've got a very nice, and you can ask anybody. I'm very nice.
Yeah.
But if you get on my nerves, I can be very mean.
That's for sure.
Attitude-ish.
Very attitudinal. But I mean, me as a parent, I feel like work is how, I definitely provide for a family for sure. But I always try to make sure I don't overwork myself to where when I come home, I can't be active and be with you or just be away from you so much. And I try to make sure that, I'm one of those fortunate ones to where my job, my profession, the things that I do and the things that I love to do, that you can be a part of those things. It's some aspects of my job that
I've
you
always been able to fit in.
Right. But I'm saying some people have jobs. I mean, and I hold a regular job where it's like I can't bring you to work, but
You can.
I mean, no, I really can't. I really can't. I mean, to radio and stuff, yeah.
To radio, to things that you host, or if you go to like.
Yeah, but my regular 9 to 5 job, you can't come to that one. You can't come to the plant.
No, I can't, but I can FaceTime.
Yeah, you can FaceTime for sure.
Or I do come to your sometimes jobs.
Like where?
Villa,
yeah. I mean, but those are like. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That's a job.
But what I'm saying is, some people aren't fortunate enough to be able to have that type of flexibility in their work life to where they can bring their kids to work with them. You know what I mean? So for me, I've been fortunate that I've been in places where it's kid friendly and that you can be a part of those things. To where I'm not just, you don't feel like I'm away from you all the time.
I'm not. I ain't never really felt that way because I could always go someplace else. Like, I don't have to just be with my dad.
Oh, okay. I thought you was about to repeat the same exact thing I just said. But go ahead. You definitely doing something different. You definitely talking about something different.
Yeah, I don't always have to be with my dad. I could go any place. I could go over to my cousin's house.
But I mean, don't say it like that though.
What you mean?
You just said it like I ain't always got to be with you. Like you don't like being with me or something.
I didn't say it like that.
All right, that's how I felt it right here.
I could always go somewhere, and like Daddy can't do something, so I could go spend the night over with my granny's house, anybody's house.
That's true. That's true. But I just felt like,
FaceTime.
yeah, FaceTime has made things a whole lot easier, I feel like. But it also, I think technology has also kind of made things easier, but it's also made things harder. For the simple fact of, we feel like because I FaceTime you, I actually we're together and we talk to you, but it's not the same as this right here, like me and you being face to face and being able to have a conversation. And I think that's just even out in the whole world, just period. That's why I be trying to come off social media every now and then, just be like, take a few days break. You know what I mean? Reach out to people, call them, text them. What?
So I understand what you said, but some people you just gotta FaceTime because they gonna get on your nerves.
I feel you for sure.
Some people.
But I think the point of this episode was really just to kind of give that balance and provide some type of advice to people and let them see how our relationship in my work life and my home life is balanced. And I try to just make sure that you're always a part of it, and I always listen to you. To try to get your. I ain't gonna say always listen.
I always made my way into anything.
And keep
I
that
become
attitude.
friends. I become friends with anybody my daddy ever worked with.
This is true.
Managers, friends with them. People who over the whole building, friends with them. Still to this day, I be like, oh hi, how's such and such doing? Call them up, tell them I said hi.
Well, I want you to keep that in your mind. Daddy job help you become who you are. You can thank me later. Cool. Bet. Well, definitely, man. I think that was just an important episode to definitely have, because I think people just see, with social media and things like that, people just see the highlights and not understand the inner workings behind it, and understand the importance of balancing that work life and that home life, and not just that you as an individual, but understanding, like he said, it's important to have, that support system. And like he talked about being able to go to other people, go over his grandma's house, go over his great grandma's house, or a cousin or whatever. It's just important to have that support system and really give the inner workings of our relationship, so people can just see it ain't all just glitz and glam. Sometimes it's a lot of hard work.
Because it's not. It's not, because everybody think just my dad works. I work too. I act.
Yes, you do.
And sometimes my dad
TV shows
has to be like, oh, so he's
I gotta
at work.
come to your work.
He at Belle Isle. Let me go visit him, see how his job, how he doing on this thing.
That's
so
true.
I come and it be break. And the other kids don't be having McDonald's. I do.
Man,
My cookies from McDonald's.
we gotta stop shouting out all these. We can't shout out nobody else because they ain't paying us yet.
Sure ain't, but they food good.
Hopefully we get a sponsorship so I can stop spending all that money on that. For real, we need some gift cards out about y'all.
Trust me.
But
Got gift cards.
But man, I think that was a real good episode. It's a good place to leave it until next time, episode 5. And we figure out what we're going to be talking about on episode 5 from you guys emailing us, man. MarshawnAndMe pod number 19 at gmail.com. You can email us and let us know any topics that you might have. You need any advice on any subjects or anything that's going on in your relationship with your child or children. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow me at Uknowcell.com. I'm the father.
I'm the son. You can follow me on Instagram at @thekid_Marshawn.
And the number 2. You can follow the podcast at MarshawnAndMe PC on Instagram as well. And once again, shout out to our sponsor, Digital Labor Studios.
Digital Labor Studios.
Extra. And we out.
That was cool. Peace.
The homies did it.